Okay, let's look at lesson 1-6, properties of exponents. And what we're going to be looking at is anytime you are doing certain operations with exponential form, there are some shortcuts that you can use that are always going to hold true. So we want to start out, the first one we want to look at is anytime you are multiplying, and I'm just going to give you an example, 2 to the 5th times 2 to the 7th. Anytime you are multiplying two powers that have the same base, and in this example, the base is 2. That's the big number. The little exponent at the top, which is called an exponent, those don't have to be the same, but the bases do have to be the same for this property to work. So if you multiply two powers that have the same base, then you leave the base what it is. You don't change the base, you do not multiply the bases, it just stays what it is. It remains the same. The exponents do not get multiplied, they get added. So when you add 5 plus 7, you get 12. So the answer to that is 2 to the 12th power. Likewise, if you are doing a problem where you have powers that are being divided and the bases are the same, again, the bases do have to be the same. In that instance, we're going to leave the base alone, just like on example 1. We're going to leave the base what it is, but because we're dividing, we're getting smaller, so the exponents, 7 and 5, are going to be subtracted this time. 7 minus 5 is 2. And then for the third example, if you are multiplying, actually not multiplying, if you are, and let's use the same ones that we've been using. If you are raising a power to another power on top of it, then again you're going to leave the base, which is the big number, what it is, don't change it. And because this is an exponent on top of another exponent, it doesn't get added, but it gets multiplied. 7 times 5 is 35, so that's 2 to the 35th power. So I'm going to make a few notes here. In this case, you're going to add the exponents. In this case, you're going to subtract exponents. And in this case, you're going to divide exponents. And those are 3 simple but easy to do properties that will help you a lot. And when you are doing these problems on your work, you want to make sure not to just punch these in the calculator because it will give you a large number, but to write it using exponential form. Most of the time it will tell you to do that. It will tell you to write it using one exponent, but if it doesn't, then you should do that anyway, anytime you've got the properties being used. Okay, I'm going to let you work on some problems and try them yourself.